What up, everybody? Set up now. I've been on here, haven't been here for a minute. So now let's get with it. Yeah, I got the little fro. Let everybody know we're here. We're in the building. Let them know. We're in the building, baby. Where my COKdians at? COKdians. Let everybody know we're here. Yeah, we back in it. What's up, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Yeah. All right. Mario, what's up? Anytime TV, what up? ANJ, what's up?
Where is the garage?
I don't know. I'm over here doing a lot, puppy. I know who's in the garage. Yeah. So, we're here. And Smooth, what's up? Bipexy, okay, what's up, baby? Welcome, everybody. Whoa. So, yeah, that's in the title. To this live. A lot of things are happening. I'm waiting for people to get in. Long Island in here, you already know. Let everybody know that I'm in town, man. Because, they be playing with my numbers. And they be playing with the notifications. And I haven't been on here for a minute, so let them know we're here. Alex Ketty, what up, baby? You already know, man, we here, man. Bro, you better not start some about, Julio, get out of here, man. Ain't no neutral. I don't play neutral. Get out of here. I don't play neutral. I'm not a neutral dude. All them neutral niggas trying to ride in the bus. You know what I'm saying? I said that in the Bam Bam Boogie days. You know what I'm saying? Now we got all them neutral dudes trying to ride in the bus. Hey, yo, cool out. What's good, fam? What's up, B? Ty, what up? Prince of Pain, what up, OG? OG Pop in the building. Chavi Smith, Cuban, I hope you're feeling good, brother. I'm feeling better, man. I still got the redness over here from sneezing all this time. I had the cold. Of the colds. I don't know if it's COVID, but I don't know if it was the cold or the vid. It was definitely one of those because, it lasted a long time. And, but, I'm good, better now. B4, get your capital CK. Yeah, you already know. What do you think about Millie's, Jada's, all this? I don't know. I mean, he's all right. Nothing special like Jada, but he's all right. Yeah. So man, we're going to talk about, the Charlie Kirk thing, man. I was bugging out because actually the day before was that 999 thing, right? And my people's wifey, she's into her spiritual thing. So she had told me about the 999 thing. Something about 10 years before that. You got the energy and the universe, the moons, and I believe in all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I believe in the universe. When it's your time, the stars align and all of that. So I'll be believing in my moon, suns, and stars. So she was telling me about this. I didn't even never know about that. The 999, whatever that means, is a lot of energy that was, involved in that. And we looked at the moon, and the moon had like a little rainbow on it, like a prism around it. When I looked up, and I was like, oh, that was dope. That's nice. Next day I went to the gym and all of that. Actually, that was actually the night. It's actually when it turned 12 that I looked up. It was the moon, so the whole day was the 9th. Then we went in the 9th. We went in the gym, so I was back in the gym. But so the whole thing was a little like peculiar, a little bit, because it was like, okay, I never heard about this. you know, things started happening a little bit here and there. Um, and then I heard about the, you know, Charlie thing. I actually seen it. I was bugging a little bit. 'Cause I was like, 'cause before that, I was posting like clips of him up when he was going against like the abortion topic. You know, he would ask the students, and the students, you know, would come. Like I was listening to these debates that he was having amongst these campuses, different colleges, and I was like, man, these are college students, because it's just common sense what he was saying. Like it was common sense. It's not even about old or young. It was just common sense. Like, yo, how many genders are there? It's only a male and a female. That's easy, right? It's supposed to be easy, but somehow it got so complicated. And I seen the students going back and forth with the gender thing, and you know, they used to get mad, and you know, like little kids throwing like tantrums, and you know, he always kept it respectful though. Regardless, he stood with conviction with his answers, and he didn't even go in as some people would have went in certain situations, like make fun of the stupidity. He would try to, you know, just relate to them and try to make sense of it, right? So that was one issue, right? So he had the gender thing. That to me, you know, I agree with it. It's just as far as like, you know, male gender and female gender. When you break it down all the way to the chromosomes and the atoms, right? So then you know, then there was the other about the abortion. And I seen like, you know, young kids talking about the abortion part. And the part that got me was like, that was common sense too to me, maybe because I'm an older dude, whatever it is. But when he said that, yo, when do you feel conception of life it starts? And it was the fetus, right? When the sperm and the egg meet each other. And right there is the moment, you know what I'm saying, that life is starts. And most of these dudes, I mean, and girls, women and men, college students, they were really like debate that, you know, when a fetus is not human. It's like the craziest stuff I ever heard. Like a fetus is not human. Okay, it's not a fully grown human, but that's a baby. That's a baby. So the whole thing was about abortion. You know, so how you feel, you know, so about abortion, because it is a big topic. You know, it's a big topic. I mean, it is a woman's choice. More of it, as far as like, is their body, and I mean, the father too, right? When they're together, right? It should be a mutual, you know what I'm saying, thing. But as far as like, you know, being pro-life, like that's a big debate. It's been that type of debate forever. You know what I'm saying? Since that process was invented, since, you know what I'm saying, having abortions was invented, that was a big topic. You know what I'm saying? We could always do the rational part, but it always leads to, you know, it always leads to you're killing, you're unaliving the human life, regardless. And some people can't accept that. The fact that, yo, they are murderers. Like we are. Even if the father and the mother get together and they say they do it, they're both murderers. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you kill something. You kill something of you, like you and the person you made it with. So that's just facts. Regardless if you want to say it was consensual or, you know, whatever, you know. Now, in certain cases, rape, you know what I'm saying, things like that, you know, it's understandable. But with these topics, when you get into that level, it's either one thing or the other, and that's what's crazy. Like it has to have some provisions in it. You know what I'm saying? But I agree with what he said in that case too about, yo, human life starts at a fetus. So, you know, anything above that, you're killing a human being, and that's what he was trying to say. It's just hard for people to understand that and digest it, especially if they did that before and they've been through it. You know, acceptance is a big part of being like growing, first of all, accepting what's true. A lot of people have problems with that. You know what I'm saying? Not just, we can see it because we've seen even the youth, then, you know, in the campuses. And it's been going crazy. You know, the shootouts and all of that that's been going on, and all these things, like that was coming. You know what I'm saying? Like all of those things, they start somewhere. So what's going on with our educational system is what we got to ask ourselves, and what's being done about it. Was anything done about those kind of things that happened already so many times, and they still happening? The day that it happened, right? Yesterday, when they unalived Charlie, another school shooting happened. I forgot where, but it was a high school. 2 kids were shot. They critical condition. Crazy, you know. So I'm just saying. I'm talking about Charlie, right? Because I don't know him. I seen him. He was another reason why Trump won, because he was so involved in the politics and reaching the youth for the last election. That helped out Trump and the Republicans a great deal. That's why he got elected. He's one of the main reasons. But at the end of the day, I'm saying all of this because this is just like, these are ideas and ideals and beliefs. He was also a Christian. He was also left this like very religious life that he, his family, his wife, his kids. You know what I'm saying? Good guy overall. It wasn't a painting. You know, some people try to be painting things. Candace Owens just vouched for him, a friendship with him. So all I'm saying is like, yo, this dude, what did he do to get killed like that? What did he do? I want to know, what did he do to get really, because I got people that we could have lined him up for that shooter they hit him up with. What did he do though? Some violence he did? He killed somebody before? He got some real like devilish stuff, you know what I'm saying? In his background, was he working with the devil? Like, so that's why a lot of people got a certain kind of feel like, why I did that to him, man? You know what I'm saying? That's why it's whack. It's whack that happened. Because right now, that could have, listen, whoever did it, hope definitely they get caught and hung. You know what I'm saying? On some Saddam Hussein style, like execution. Or Cuban style, fusilarlo. Blindfold them and hit them. Let the family hit them with AKs. That's what I feel. But whoever did it could be an agitator to start, that done started something right there. Nigga done started something. They done started something because they already know that the Republicans and Democrats are going at it, that the racial tension is high out here. You know what I'm saying? Whether, Latino, white, Mexican, black, you know what I'm saying, or Chinese. A lot of people got a lot of differences with each other, and you could see it. We could feel the temperature. If you got your hand on the pulse, you already know. It was just like brewing, right? So all it takes is one thing like that, because it's not just one thing, a lot of things. It always, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of things. That's why even me, the Cuban Revolution will be televised. Even me, it just keeps happening. Things keep happening. To just, you know what I'm saying, that stress, that build up, that anger, it builds up in all of us. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody exempt to this. Everybody's, living in America. Everybody gotta love America, right? That's what I think it is. It's what's going on with the love for America, the love for the freedom that it preached, and it instills in people. I mean, like I said, man, this was my American dream. So I'm talking because I know I got to see my American dream, even though it's short-lived a little bit because you already know what happened. But everybody has a shot for the American dream, man, unless you feel like you're not living here and we don't got the same, rights or freedoms. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that I love this country. I'm sure everybody that's in this country love this country, but I think y'all forgot about the responsibility of the love that it should have, as far as the respect for the freedom of speech. Everybody, the difference between America and every other country is that we could sit down and argue and debate and trade off ideas and let a crowd of people hear us and let them see who, we could do that. This is the only country you could do that in. Now you can't do that. You can't even do that now. Look what happened. And that's what I'm saying. That's what happened yesterday. That's what happened yesterday. They showed us like they trying, whoever did that is trying to take America backwards, to stop the ideals and the opinions of others. And that's crazy to me. How can the people let that happen is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Especially the government. Like, how can that happen? And it bothers me because, you know, and that doesn't bother me because, you know, sometimes when listen, the only thing that's left after things like that happen, and is you take one of mine, I take one of yours, you already know it's war. You know, God forbid anybody that, but I'm just trying to tell you, to make changes in any situation, any country in the past, if you do your history, you have to go to war. You have to have a revolution. You have to revolt. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not saying that I want none of that, because I'm the least one who want that. I love unity. You know what I'm saying? But even that, look at that. The Democrats, the Republicans, they can't even get along. Trump was about to do the the union address. It was about to address the thing. Before he did that, there was in Congress, and there was like, can you please let's say a prayer and moment of silence for you already know, for Charlie Kirk. And the Democrats started wilding out. The Democrats started wilding out, talking about, I don't gotta do nothing. I don't got. Yo, it's crazy. And, you know, this never been seen before. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we could speculate. I could speculate all day and have some real ideas of what's going on behind the scenes. We already know what's going on. Most of us that are smart and be on point and really know the common sense of what's really going on, they got agitators. You know what I'm saying? They got lobbyists that buy the politicians off, that they got an inside man there that only want their way, and they go in there to cause mayhem. That's their job, to cause chaos. And then it trickles down to the people. When we get tired of stuff, when we start doing looting and polluting and burning our own communities down, that's what they want, because they want to get changed, but they want to pass their laws. The laws that they proposed up there, so it can benefit them, and they forget the people. That's the problem. And that's why we got to be on point. And we got to always be on point on who we choose to represent us when it goes there, you know? So I just wanted to say that and see what y'all thought about that, because, you know, it really bothered me. Like I said, I don't got no skin in that game, which I do. You know what I'm saying? I live in this country. I love this country. I'm 50 years old. I've been in the country for a long time, and you know what I'm saying? I grew very fond of this country and the people in it and the ideals in it. And now it seems like the ideals are changing. And with those ideals changing, it's like it's getting uglier. It's not getting more. It's not getting prettier. It's not getting, more positive. It's not getting more unified. And y'all could probably say, some would say, oh, it's because of Trump. And I don't think it's because of Trump, dog. I just don't. There's no way that man right there, that was a dude that y'all know for 30, 40 years, that been in the cameras, that been, chilling, and he been entertaining us all this time, that y'all know forever for being a businessman, that he done changed the whole skyline of New York is his, as a building developer. I don't think it's that dude, man, unless he's bringing the truth. Because the truth, if you bring the truth in a pot of lies, and everybody's got, their own agenda going on forever, and then here comes like the one guy that doesn't play with that agenda, he disrupts it, that's when chaos starts. And especially when that guy's in control. That's what I think Trump is doing. And we could even go back to Jesus. I'm not saying Trump and Jesus, anything. I'm saying that anybody that disrupts the orderly flow of what's been going on for tradition after tradition, when they upset that, crazy stuff started happening. What happened to Jesus? He came with his religion, right? And Christianity, right? And he brought it to where he was at, and they was already practicing whatever they was doing. You know, they had to, but here goes, beautiful, Jesus, trying to help people, show the people the way, love everybody. Like, only thing I'm saying that is because, the more love that Jesus showed, the more hate they grew towards him. And I see this a little bit with people. That's what's going on too. Trump showed mad love to the black community too. To the black community, showed mad love. Come on, my dude. Who else you could go and he let people out of jail? He let some of my people out of jail. That's why it's like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Latinos and blacks, like, and not just because they, I'm just saying, what other president ever did that? And you know what I'm saying? Been around all the celebrities and knows everything and whatever. He's a cool president to me, right? Just like there was cool presidents before. It's like you got to understand, that's what makes America so beautiful. You get 4 years. If you're lucky, you get 8. He got 8, right? He got 8. Biden got his 4. Clinton got his 8. Obama got his 8. Like, it goes back and forth. Like, why you just can't weigh it out? Why can't just people be like, yo, they just trying to make hell happen on his time? Like, yo, don't weigh it out, dogs. Weigh it out. America, wait, you know what I'm saying? We keep on. You keep whatever y'all think. It probably doesn't change at the end of the day because Democrats and Republicans are all together behind the thing. But it's still, you have a little time, a little 4 years, 8 years at the most, then you can make a change. That's the beautiful part about him being an American and living in America. You know what I'm saying? If you go to Cuba, they still got the Fidel Castro regime over there. That's forever. Emperors and the kings and shit. Forever. Over here, you know what I'm saying? Democratic. It's democratic. So, I think people just be taking things for granted. You know what I'm saying? They take things for granted, and that's when you get these type of things. You got like even in the riots. And the riots, you had the agitators, like the people you could hire to come and mess up your own community even worse. They come and start fires for you. So they got, they go like strong arm the political way to get money, you know what I'm saying, for the cause. But they keep the money. Those are the loopholes they've been doing. You know what I'm saying? There's loopholes that they've been doing, you know what I'm saying? That's why my son could tell you more about that. You know what I'm saying? It's the reason I asked my son. I wanted to ask my son, what's going on with that? Yeah, you part of the agitators? You doing incendiary things so you could like provoke like that kind of chaos so you could get money from the government. And so I just was asking that. I wanted to have a debate with him, but he shut me down. But yeah, that's what they doing up there. That's what they doing up there. That dude or whoever shot the Charlie Kirk individual. It's bigger than he was just a pawn. I think he used them to be a pawn. So now it's beyond, because it was a team. I think it was a team. It was like, how they got teams, SEAL team with 6 that went and killed Bin Laden. They do that when you get to that level. That's how they do it. You see the guy in the back throwing baseball signs, touching his hat. The other guy did the whole Kirk. Charlie was right there, right here. 2 guys in the back, supposed to be his security. They're over there like this. What are you doing all of this for? And then the guy, as soon as they're shot, remember they had the old man with his drawers down. He was pulling out, you know what I'm saying? The dude with his drawers down, the old guy. And the old guy was like, "Don't shoot me. Those are like kamikaze dudes that they had in place already. So you could take the attention of the actual shooter. And once I heard it, I seen it in the news, but I heard the shot. We all heard the shot. And it kind of echoed. When it echoed like that, it went like a firecracker, but the way it echoed, you could tell that it was from a distance. You know what I'm saying? You could tell. That's how I told, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been hunting and all of that in the woods. When you shoot like that, you can hear it. And you can hear the bah, like an echo. So when I heard the echo, I was like, nah, that wasn't right there. Because the old man, he was in front of Charlie right there. There was the other dudes that was in front of him. That shot did not come from right there. And to tell you the truth, the way they shot him, like, I don't understand how it went through here It went through something like this, right? Because it didn't hit him here. It hit him like in the neck, and it went up. Like, bah, like that. I think somebody probably underneath the ground or under the stage hit him up. Like, it could have been that too. But it was just crazy. Because I said that before they started the event, though, they seen the guy running in the roof. And they caught him afterward, too, but those could be, those could be the distractors also. I'm not sure. But, yeah, because the red dot, it's a red dot over here. It moved to here, right? Because they caught him here. But how do a guy from, I was like 500 feet away catch him here? Wow. Catch him in a throw from 500 feet. And elevated, you elevated. Because if you're on the roof, you was elevated. And you had to shoot down. So if you're going down, how you going to hit him in the neck? He wasn't like this. He was like this, like talking. And it went like this. I seen that doc go here. So it was crazy. So he had to be leveled, right? In a level playing field. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, they got to do their 400 yards here. They got to do their homework on that. Or it could have been the other dude that was here that put his arm there. Like the Kennedy thing. Remember, the Kennedy was the driver. Years later, yeah, but I don't think they had time. That was live that they did that on. And some say it's AI. Some say it's AI, for real. I don't know. Because they said there's a ring. Not even to be laughing at all. I'm just going over the things that's going on. At the end of the day, when they slowed it down, he had his wedding ring here. And then when he did the impact, out of nowhere, his hand was coming up and it was in his pinky ring. Like the ring was in his pinky. How that happens? So, I don't know. With these technology AIs, I don't know what's going on. But I did see that reaction. I've seen that reaction before in real life. You know what I'm saying? Where death is knocking, it's like, ah. So, oh, yo. I seen it. As far as like his reaction was everything there. So it's crazy, man. We're living in crazy times. And damn, boy, when Cuban goes through his revolution, the whole world's going through his revolution. That's what's crazy. That's how I feel. I know I'm going through, you already know my musical revolution with things, But the whole world, I mean, like I said, the universe, the universe revolves around us. We pay attention real close when you're going through something. You know what I'm saying? A lot of other people are going through it too. So, what do you think about that girl getting stabbed in the neck on the bus? I don't know. Well, I didn't see that girl get stabbed in the neck. I didn't see nobody get stabbed in the neck, Yeah. So, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy that this is going on in the world. It distracts us from really doing what we need to do. And it's like, I don't know, man. Like the Democratic Party, I don't know, man. Like, I've been independent all my life, right? You know what I'm saying? I always look for the qualities of the next president we're going to have, you know what I'm saying? That are good. If he's cool, it's a plus, you know what I'm saying? We've been blessed to have cool presidents to be having, for both. Reagan was kind of cool. That's when I came. Oh, Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter's the reason I got here, because Jimmy Carter. I came to the United States because of Jimmy Carter. Salute, rest in peace to Jimmy Carter. One of the best presidents for me in the world. I was 5 years old, but for him doing that treaty with Cuba is the reason I got to be in America. Me and my family. So I owe that man that respect and that love and that salute. If it wasn't for him, the Mariel boat lift from Cuba to Key West wouldn't have been had. So yeah, it was a Republican, right? I guess. And then after that, it was Reagan. But even Jimmy Carter, I was actually, today we're talking politics, guys. You know what I'm saying? Because I was thinking about this too. Yeah, I seen him in I seen somebody giving him, somebody was giving him praise, Jimmy Carter, that he did was it the Middle East? It was a country that they was hating and all of that. That it was that he was it was like before he passed away, he was trying to free some, it was something about freedom of speech and standing behind the country. I forgot what country it was. But he did the same thing that he did for Cuba. After all his, he was like 90 years old, past 90 when he passed away. But at the end of his career, and I mean, not even his career, his life, because he was still a talker for freedom and all that. But yeah, he did the same thing he did for Cuba for another country. I can't remember. Damn, I always get that blank in my head. But he got presented with his flowers, you know. So salute to Jimmy Carter, man. Jimmy Carter was one of the greats. Charlie was killed by the man next to him on his right side. I have the angle. Yeah, right? Like he went like that, like he went like this or something. He went like this, then he put his arm out. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know, but it looked funny. Yeah, Jimmy Carter is still the only president who has ever done anything from the Bronx. Look at that. Yeah, so Jimmy Carter, even after his presidency, he didn't get reelected because his move, that move that he did with Castro, as far as letting all the Cubans come to the United States, yeah, that went bad for him. So me being in one of them boats and coming over here, and him giving freedom to 150,000 Cubans at the time, Marielitos that came from there, to the United States, that his humanity and his goodwill got us to be there. But then he lost the election because they threw that back in his face. Because the criminals also, what Fidel did, he threw the criminal element there, and they messed up Florida at the time. So yeah. But he still was championing freedom and people's rights. And some people that you could, don't matter their skin color, my brother. Like, he was a white man. But that white man, without that white man, Cuban Link wouldn't be here. Felix wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? I would still probably, I would have been stripping a Mack truck in Cuba, trying to put it in a bathtub and trying to take it to come over here. For real. So it's like, peacefulness, love, realness, don't come with color sometimes. Most of the time it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Comes with different shades, different colors. You got good people, you got good people. The only thing about, look, I'm 50, right? I feel for Charlie. Charlie, Kirk, he's 31 years old, man. He's a baby. My son is about to be 30. My son is 29. He's about to make me a grandfather any day now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking that way. I'm thinking like, this is a baby boy, man. He's 31 years old, man. With a wife. He did it the right way. Got his kids. Working. Whatever his opinions is, he's not over here doing evil things with his opinions. He's just talking. He's even, being involved in the educational system and helping out people still. He's still, he's challenging people's, the youth, the future is mine. So what's wrong with that is what I'm saying, man. So he was doing the good thing, man. I could narrow the fact that he was a good guy. He was a good guy, man. And he did it the right way. He did it the right way. He got into politics, worked his butt off, went against the grain, represented his party, represented his family, represented his Jesus. And if you've seen, I posted some things up because he was like, they asked him some crazy stuff in the debates. They asked him, yo, you got 30 seconds to react. If somebody, if you was gonna die from a bullet wound, what would be your last words? Somebody really asked him that. A dude asked Charlie that when he was doing the debate. If you've been shot, you got 30 seconds to live, what would be your last words? What would you say to him? And Charlie, he said, you accept Jesus. He wants people to remember him for being, you know what I'm saying, Jesus, the messenger of Jesus, with Jesus, you know, representing Jesus, and to ask him, you know, to embrace it. That's what he said. That's what his words where he was living when they asked him that. So it's crazy. It's crazy. You know, so, yeah, man, I know it's not the popular thing. I know Trump is not a popular. I know the Republican and Democrats, they got their war going on, but listen, man, we gotta step on, stand on the truth, man. A lot of these Democrat dudes are going crazy. Whether they are on the left, all the way, I don't know where they at. But I know they're not even sane anymore. They're not even, well, the ones that be playing in like the internet, they look crazy. Like, they look crazy. And the way they sound are even crazier. And then they act like kids, like even adults. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to disrespect nobody. But you know something's going wrong. You know what I'm saying? And right now, to be explaining the truth to somebody over and over and they don't get it, is something going wrong. Something going wrong. When you keep explaining truth and facts to people and they be like, nope, that's not it. Like, they trying to redefine words and redefine truth. What are you doing? You know, and people are going to get just sick of start being babying people. And, you know, like I said, you know, what do you think his kids, you know, Charlie Kirk's kids would think of whoever the blame is for this kid? Not even individually, but the party. Because there's people out there like really evil, man. Really evil. Like, glad that this man died. Glad that these man's kids are got to go through life without the father and the wife without a husband. Just because of politics, just because of different beliefs, ideals. And they really going like this, yeah, daddy deserved it. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Listen, even me, you already know me. Like, if they, God forbid, I'm not even going to say nothing, but if that fat beluga ever drops dead, I will not be here celebrating this. I can't. Maybe because of age, and maybe because, you know what, it is what it is. People deserve to get what they get. And they put themselves in positions, you deserve what you get. Sometimes, you know, things happen because, you know, of other people putting, you know, that bad energy on you. But even that, I think I'll be like, damn, man, I wish he would have listened. I wish he was a better person. I wish he didn't choose to do certain people dirty, because it would be calmer. Like, that's what I would say, but I won't be here throwing parties and, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. That's what I'm saying. So it's got, when you know, you got good in you, you got human in you. We're supposed to feel for people, especially those in this country, right? You're not supposed to be your brother and everything, friends and all that. But at least, man, like, certain situations be like, wow. And it be the Democrats showing themselves, like, ugly sides of themselves. Democrats, and I'm saying that because it started in the Oval Office or in Congress. Remember the little kid that had cancer that wanted to be a cop and Trump brought him up? The Democrats didn't even want to clap. He was about to die. When that thing started happening, it's like, wow, that's crazy. Over politics, you take the humanity out of yourself, and you won't respect. That's like the youngsters. You see how the youngsters, they go and they kill you now? The gang members, whoever it is, the YNs, they will kill you and they pee on your grave and they dig up your body again. And this is where they get it. This is the same thing is happening, but on a higher level. Even if you die now, it's like this, yeah, he deserved it, and laughing, doing things on purpose to get people like more upset. That's like the YNs. That's what they're doing. So how can we even blame them? They got it from somebody. So yeah, man, we gotta start looking at each other like, yo, we humans at the end of the day, man. Understand, we love this country, you know what I'm saying? You probably love the political system. You know what I'm saying? You love your party, whatever is Democrat or Republican. But is it enough that when somebody dies, that you be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like you start chanting, yeah, death to them, death to them, like we in like the Middle East or something, or even Cuba. Cuba, you go against the politics, you getting shot up right in front of your doorstep. The army will come and shoot you right there. They'll blindfold you, shoot you right there, fusilarlo. That's what they do to you in countries, communist countries. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. That's why y'all want for this. And this is crazy. That's the direction it's going. It's like, and it's always somebody in the middle with the money or with promises to gas you or gaslight the ones that are in power with the money or the favors. There's always somebody there, boy. That's the devil. That's why you call it devil. Devil's over there agitating and gassing things up. You know what I'm saying? For that party. Because we can see the results. The results is this. It's like it's no compassion. It's no love for our human, brothers and sisters. It's not. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, where did it go dark like that? Where did it go dark like that in America? Where? I mean, it's always, I think, been dark. If you look back, before I think they covered it up a little better, because they didn't have the cameras and the phones like that. Then they have things like the technology we got today. But yeah, man, I mean, it's been dark since you imagine what we seeing now, how dark it is really when they pull up the files, like, the JFK files and all that. You seen that, even the Epstein thing that's going on. If they put up that file, we'll see how dirty but it's dirtball shit. Real dirty, man, real dirty, man. And it's like, I'm not surprised because, listen, I'm just not surprised, man, because common sense plays a lot. Where I'm from, when you're from the bottom and you've seen a lot of things, and you know what I'm saying, and you sharp with your senses, and you know that humans are humans, and we also have a history, whether you from this country or any other country. Humanity itself has an evil side to it, and it has a more evil side to it than it has a good side to it. Just know that. So accepting the truth is definitely one of the problems that a lot of people don't, they can't stomach it, Oh man, but I know I'm rambling a little bit. I gotta say something, man. It was crazy. The reactions bother me. I seen some reaction. It's like, wow. You know what I'm saying? It was like, wow. It's heartless. Like, because if I'm looking at this and I'm like, you that heartless? I can get more heartless than you. Like, we all got the potential to be heartless. If you want to play that kind of game, we can play that kind of game. And if you go to that path, it's going to get really dark. That's World War III. That's past the revolution. That's World War III. That's where it's going. That's why I'm seeing it. Like, yo, play tit for tat. It's going to get really bad. You always bring down an empire from the inside. Remember that. Yeah. So, it's a lot of agitators in the side, man. A lot of rich dudes that are only rich. They're rich, actually, but they have money. And I'm not saying a particular person, but, there's some names that have been thrown there in the battlefields of being an incendiary part of this whole political thing. And the people that will do anything to be, they'll be martyrs themselves to make their team win, how they see it. You know what I'm saying? To take care of their family. If the money's available, they'll do anything for that money, man. And that's something we gotta always know. And that's something that I do like about Trump. He'll be like, yo, you can't buy me. Ain't no lobbyist ever took his money. Like, he made his own money. Like, I believe him when he say things like that, because I think that's why the lobbyists are mad at Trump. Because he just do what he want to do, and what he want to do is, it benefits him in a business way, but it still benefits the American people. I see the way he's saying it. Like, he brings transparency into the Oval Office. He wants us to see. I think that's a great thing. That's the only way you can see the corruption of who's doing what. And you know the plays of the game. Before, we didn't know none of that. At least he's giving us the, hey, come inside. Let's interview this dude. Let's get this president out here. You know what? And even what he's doing with the cartels, like, he's trying to stop wars, if he could. And if he don't, then it's war with him. He's doing what he do. I mean, what you want? I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen, far from a racist, I think that racist stuff, that's the, like I said, that's the gaslighting from the other team, the Hitler and all of that. That's where it leads and led us to this, like gassing other people that, you know, this dude is Hitler, this dude is racist, like, and his real background, his history. If you go check out his portfolio in the game or without the game, he dealt with nothing but black and colored folk, or like Latino folks, all his life from New York. He's from New York. I'm from New York. We know them white boys that hang out with all the colors. We all the same colors in New York. We the first state that we could say the N-word, like the Latinos and all that. Even white boys out there can say the N-word and it'd be all right if you were in New York, because we all one. I know it doesn't work past that, you know what I'm saying, past that state. But I'm just saying that Trump comes from that New York line. You know what I'm saying? So when they put like jackets on him like that, like he's a racist and all that, when he's been part of the black music, hip hop all day with us. You know what I'm saying? Part of the construction sites in New York. You know what I'm saying? The casinos. It's just like, wow, this is a hypocrite. You know, that's the thing he got to deal with. But all I know is being a New Yorker, you know, being an American, being also a Cuban or immigrant that came from another country. I appreciate this country. When I think of it, I know we get lost when we get, you know, we take things for granted when we get, you know, used to the system. But me, when I look back like that and I see what's going on, it's like, yo, this political game is crazy, man. It's cold. It's cold. It's heartless. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like, you know, and now it's getting out there with we seeing actual, you know, hits. We seeing actual like assassinations on TV. Like you probably see in back in the days in Puerto Rico, like they had the newspaper, the Vocero, and the Vocero, you used to see the holes in people's faces in the front page from the drug cartels, whatever it was, you know, crazy. When I lived in Puerto Rico, that's what I saw in the front page. But now it's getting over here, like, live, getting recorded. And, you know, that love is getting lost. The hate is winning. That's how I see it. So I'm just bringing a little spotlight to that, man, just to wake up those. If you want to be woken, like I say, like, really get woke. You know what I'm saying? Because it's good to know the enemy's plan and to be woke and to be ready for that. But also know that, you know, be awake about humanity. Be awake about, you know, that love part, that unification part, because that's what's needed, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think Charlie Kirk had the right idea, getting together, sitting down with people and debating and try to come with a compromise. At least hearing each other out, whether it's different point of views. But, you know, we could set up something. That's a start. And that's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? That was a sad thing that happened to him. So, you know, wake up, America. Wake up. Because it's going to be crazy. I'm ready for crazy. I just don't like spreading y'all think I'm crazy. You see what, like I told you, my situation, like, I never invited y'all to be like, oh, hate that dude, hate that. I just tell you truths about that dude. And the reason I'll be standing on my truth and say what I say is because when I say it, I'm standing on it, right? But I'm not saying I'll go hate that dude for me. No, hate that dude because he stole from my brother and he's acting like that was his brother. Go hate that dude because, yeah, he set me up, but I beat the shit out of that nigga. And he acting like it didn't happen. That's why I say my story. But I don't want you to go hate that dude. You go over there and, you can praise his artistry. And even his artistry is fake, because I know who wrote it. I was one of the ghostwriters. But like I said, if that dude is acting like he's something he's not, I'm going to call him out. And all I've been doing is calling that dude out. Because I hold the truth to what I know he's lying about. That's it. That's it. But I'm not going over there, yo, I could have been got that. Could have been got him dirt, Charlie out. If I wanted to. With how much juice I got in the street, and we both got, that could have happened a long time ago, but it's never been about that. It's about, at the end of the day, it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that, especially my side. You know what I'm saying? I got a soft spot for family. I do got a soft spot for history, for certain things I know my enemy don't. But that's the only reason. And I'm a truth seeker for real. And I'm a truth spitter, and always been. So yeah, I relate to these situations in more ways than one. But like I said, if I didn't call death for that dude, man, that been doing me dirty for more than 25 years, 35 years, and we doing what we doing, regardless if he blackballing me, because he blackballing the shit out of me. So I'm supposed to have more anger than that dude who did that to Charlie. You know what I'm saying? For that dude, and I ain't do it, man. It's because respect is there at the end of the day. Respect of life. And, we got to understand that. When we stand with the truth, you see my head held high, and you see my resume when you look at it, y'all going to realize one day it's deeper than hip-hop with me. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. But sometimes the enemy do take advantage of your strengths. Which, being a respectful individual, getting down for the crown and standing on your own and represent what you stand on, the enemy, they take advantage and they try to, they pray for your downfall and set up booby traps. And, when you got God also behind you, that power, the enemy will always try to trick you with the devil. Just know that. So, salute, man, and my prayers to like I said, Charlie. Charlie Kirk's family, his 2 daughters, his wife, and we gotta pray for our enemy, even though, man, we still gotta pray for our enemy, like Jesus did, right? So salute, man, salute. We're gonna get back to it though. Salute. Have a great night.